The end of the year is the time when we tend to think more about others than about ourselves. Gifts, gatherings, celebrations, and it's great. But what if we spare a bit of time for ourselves to soften this holiday season and to say farewell to 2023 feeling more grounded, inspired, and optimistic? Today, I want to share with you 5 small habits that can be easily built into every person's routine and that can potentially help you feel your best in a very short period of time. So I hope that you will find this helpful. Part of today's video is kindly sponsored by Skillshare, but more about them later. What do you look at most of your time during your everyday life? What is your visual routine, so to say? Your immediate surroundings, your family, of course, nature, if so, that's perfect, but also traffic scenes, billboards, screens with other random humans moving, talking, doing different stuff. Maybe out of curiosity, try to analyze what you see throughout one day of your life. That could be a very interesting experiment. And what I want to suggest that you try is to incorporate more art viewing experiences into your everyday life. And you don't have to have a degree in art in order to understand and to feel it. Composition, colors, shapes speak to every mind and to every heart. Explore different types of visual arts and find what resonates with you the most. I prefer to look at the paintings of old masters that are full of harmony and very gentle aesthetics. There are several scientific studies showing that engaging with the visual arts can actually improve stress, memory, and empathy. The art viewing habit is very easy to build without spending any money at all. You can browse online galleries, and there are very many of them now available. You can also, if you use social media, you can subscribe to accounts of galleries, museums, artists, or just art hashtags. Or you can borrow art books from a local library or from your friends. My father used to have a very big art library when I was growing up, and I think that shaped me like nothing else. Handwriting is a very underestimated habit to nurture focus and to practice mindfulness. Yes, mindfulness, because when you write something down by hand, you bring yourself to the present moment, to your thoughts here and now. Over the years, I've noticed how much my handwriting skills have deteriorated. For me, it has become just difficult to slow down and to be patient with the movement of my hand. That's why I think it's a wonderful habit to handwrite more in our daily life, but without making it like a mindless utilitarian kind of tool, but turning handwriting experience into something very special. According to Dr. Mark Seifer, a graphologist and handwriting expert, one of the main reasons handwriting benefits your brain in so many ways is the fact that you are using more of it. The linked regions of the brain for reading are activated while writing by hand, but not while typing or texting. One key difference is movement. That involves the motor cortex of the brain, so you are using more of the brain than when you simply type, Seifer says. Does this inspire you to take handwriting more seriously? Let me know in the comments. And before we move to other 3 small habits, I want to share with you some of the wonderful classes on Skillshare that can help you have more fun with your handwriting experience. Skillshare is the largest online learning community with a huge variety of topics from illustration, fine art and photography to productivity, freelance and craft. I've taken so many of them, both for my personal and professional growth. And the first class I want to share with you today is Transform Your Handwriting with Beautiful and Easy to Read Cursive by Robert J.P. Goldberg. This is a step-by-step class to teach the style of handwriting that is based on Spencerian, an old American script from the 1800s. My cursive has always been pretty bad. I was one of those elementary school students who got constant red marks on the margins and recommendations to write more neatly. And you know what? I'm already 40 years old and I'm giving it a try. Another tiny yet helpful class is Writing Extraordinary Poems. Create Poetry That Sets You Apart by Nicole May. Just 14 minutes of condensed inspiration to pick up writing poems or elevate your poetic style through very easy, actionable tips. I think my favorite part in taking this class was looking through the projects of other Skillshare members. It's very motivating. All classes are available on demand and you can learn at your own pace. If you're interested in these classes and thousands more, I have good news for you. The first 500 people to use my link will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. It's a great and safe way to explore new skills, and you can always cancel within the trial month without being charged anything. Thank you so much for watching the sponsored segment and also for considering signing up for the free trial, because this helps my channel a lot. Maybe you're already doing this, I have no idea, but I suggest reading not 1, not 3, but 2 books at once. One that you really want to read and one that you think you should read. So it will be like a one wanna and one shoulda, so to say. One for your heart and one for your brain. I used to be a very passionate advocate of the idea that we should read or watch only something that we really want to, unless we face any requirements of college or university or our job. But now I see how this tip can be pretty tricky sometimes. Our mind, our brain loves being lazy. Easy to consume content, easy to read books are always so sweet and desirable, but the brain muscle can benefit from some exercises too. That's why it can be a very soft and gentle compromise to have one book to relax and one book to train your brain to learn something new or to read about something that you've been very interested in but felt kind of intimidated to go deeper into that. I'm going to follow my own advice and try to rediscover the joy of complexity by reading more philosophy alongside my forever beloved sci-fi, fantasy, and murder mysteries. We are constantly told by everyone and everything that we should move, exercise, do cardio, build muscles, and yes, it's absolutely essential, but so very often we neglect stretching. If you have ever experienced back pain or tense neck or stiffness in your knees, please hear me out. Build a small habit of stretching every day. At least 10 to 15 minutes of very simple, basic stretches that you can find online can change the way you feel yourself. We can teach our muscles to be more agile and adaptive instead of staying stiff and constantly tensed. There are thousands of videos on YouTube and articles online that can help you build a very simple, safe, yet effective stretching routine. You can do stretches at any time of the day, but I personally think that evenings are the best for that. Nurturing optimism is pretty hard amidst the global agenda, and also holiday season is rightfully claimed to be one of the most emotionally challenging times of the year, and I'm I'm very prone to holiday sadness, so to say. And in order to avoid emotional sinking, I love cooking comfort foods that bring the best memories from my childhood, from very special moments or very special places. Food can have such a wonderful healing power. Pick a nostalgic recipe, cook it yourself, or maybe ask someone to cook it for you, and enjoy that very special and cozy feeling of being connected to everything that is good in you. And I'm standing here in the kitchen as if I'm going to cook something, but no, I'm not going to do that because it's next to our last day here in this apartment and we no longer have anything that could be cooked. Yeah, we ran out of food. I believe that one of the most important habits that we can nurture for feeling our best is the habit of curiosity, the habit of evolving our minds and our hearts to embrace what this world has to offer. Being alive is a wonder worth celebrating. Don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth. Feel free to share in the comments which of these habits resonated with you the most or what you could add to this list. I would be very interested to read what you have to say. Thank you so much for being here and watching, dear friends. As always, I appreciate your time and attention so much. And big thanks to everyone who supports me on Patreon and other tipping platforms, because it's you who make this channel possible. And for now, be safe and keep your heart open, and I will see you soon. Пока-пока.